Hello everyone, welcome back to Morrowind. Today, we're going vampire hunting. Of course, we've already cleared out an entire, clan of vampires, the Unde clan. I'm not sure if that's actually how it's pronounced, it's A-U-N-D-A-E. But first, let's rest until dawn on the grounds that vampires dawn, etc., etc. Also, I had to level up. I can't get any more agility for a significant amount, so let's go for speed, endurance, and luck. I actually forgotten I had to level up. I just wanted to, well, get it to dawn. So I could see shit. And yeah. So, we want to go to the Nerano Ancestral Tomb. Go west from the camp until you reach the mountains, turn north and keep following the mountains. When you pass the ruins of Nikuleft, keep your eye on the east, looking for an entrance flanked by 2 trees on the western slope of a hill in the center of the Grazelands. It's not marked on here, but the fact that I know where Nikuleft is does mean I can somewhat ignore this. And just go straight to Nikuleft. Or Nichuleft. It's... Again... Morrowind does have a few issues with naming, so that may just be me. There's no pronunciation guide for this. So, head north, and a bit west to get to Nikuleft. So is this the Nerano Ancestral Tomb? Or have I been here? What are you? You are the Venom Ancestral Tomb. Haven't I been here? Nikuleft. I'd probably have called it Venom or something, so... No! I don't believe I have been here. And just to make double sure, local map says no, I haven't. It's also dark as balls, so I thought that was the way forward. So I walked into a wall for a little bit. And... oh dear. Oh! This is the tomb that I got that key for. Remember a long time ago, that adventuring party that got slaughtered in the tomb? This is the key. This is the tomb. Venom. I was ready to have to pick that and do stuff. Not seeing anything here, but I'm willing to bet there's shiny shit in here. Ow! I probably shouldn't have assumed my key did that. Ow! Life Force Trap, 8 points of damage, and it did a total of... 183 to... You can't get 8 out of that! That's an odd number! 17 plus 14... What the hell? That's 31. What multiple of 8 gets you 31? I mean, round multiple of 8. I didn't think this game supported, non-round multiples for this. I know later games do. You die first. Anything else around here? Well, the music went from ominous to calm, so I'm going to assume that there's nothing else. I don't really care about curing poison too much. Poison's not really an issue, except early in the game. Bone Lord doesn't have anything interesting. Also, something to note, it's very, very hard to find filled soul gems. So, if you're relying on them like you are in, say, Skyrim and Oblivion, don't. Of course, soul gems are somewhat reusable. Higher enchanting skill makes them more reusable. You no longer have Apprentice's Pro. Oh, right, I used them all up, didn't I? No, I don't want to replace my lockpicks, I want to replace my probes. Apologies if you can hear some barking outside. That is my dog deciding that the wind is very evil. At least that was an easy open. What's past here? Is having a... Ooh! 3 hostiles. Lone Lord dead? Unknown summon that I was too busy running around to kill to actually notice. Dead. Gorus the Maggot King! Wow, expensive clothing, exquisite rings. Exquisite is, like, really, really good for enchanting. So if you want magical clothes, that's good. And, yep, I was right. Leuven sold them out. Probably so Gorus the Maggot King would give him shit. Kite and Tower Shield here. Pretty decent light armor shield. I'm not a light armor guy. least in this game. I will be in Skyrim, and I am considering what I'm going to run for Oblivion. And we had a Far Silence. Don't I have a silence item? I think I have a silence item. Silence for 5 seconds on target, silence for 10 seconds on target. Well, I know which one I'm taking! That isn't even a contest. Also, a Drogue Staff. That's actually a decent value. I mean, I'm not going to use it, because it's a blunt weapon, so I don't care. But hey, if you're a blunt weapon user, there's a Drogue Staff here. Also, that guy's... Also, you should probably sell that guy's stuff if, you know, you want cash. I don't really want cash right now, because I have a ton of it. A Demon Katana. That's very good value weight. Steel Katana at base. Binds a Daedric Longsword to you. An Orcish Tower Shield. Pretty decent. The Bow of Shadows. This is actually a unique item, I believe. And I think it's also a quest item for someone. I don't remember who. But I'm going to take it because it's 42,000 gold, and that's a lot. Feather I don't really care about. Disease Resistance is objectively useless to me. A Trapped Chest. With a name on it. And that is a lot of gems. I didn't sell my gems off screen, mostly because, But yep, that's the Venom Ancestral Tomb. We found out what happened to that adventuring party. They got sold out by their friend, the thief, to the evil wizard. And then they all got killed by undead. But then a brave adventurer found them. And killed the traitor. With the reward of some really valuable clothing he didn't even take, and a box full of gems that he did take. Talking in the third person feels really weird, by the way. Yes, hello. I have been politely greeted. By which I mean I just got sniffed. Aggressive music, what is it? By the way, if you ever need wick wheat, this area is basically freaking drowning in it. It's great for making restore health potions because the first effect is indeed restore health. So, figured you should know that. Goodbye, rat. You have meat, so I'm not even going to bother to dispose of your corpse because it's more effort to get rid of that and the meat than to leave you lying around. Excuse me. No idea why I'm burping so much. Quiet ones, though. Okay. Double check this. Past the ruins, keep your eyes to the east, looking for an entrance flanked by 2 trees on the western slope of a hill. So we want to look to the east. 2 trees. I'm going to check something. I think my render distance should be set to max. Well, view distance, actually. There's 2 trees, but it's not on the western side of a hill. That's a tree. You're a wild guar. You have wild guar hide. I think that's okay for alchemy if you're later in an alchemy. Also, alchemy is probably the most broken skill in this because the quality of potions is affected by one of the things you can raise by imbibing and creating potions. It also makes... And also, more valuable potions result in more... Sorry, more effective potions are more valuable potions. Gosh. Sorry, I was a little distracted by the... I don't remember what they're called. The ones with the ghost snakes. Something? Let's look it up. What are the advantages of Morrowind's journal? Mabergashes! Basically, fancy names for magical lady bandits. Look, shut up. Not you guys, mind the hound. I do like Morrowind's music, but hearing the same battle music over and over again can get rather repetitive. 2 trees are right there, right past Niku left. Okay, that's east. Keep your eyes to the east. Well, there's 2 trees, but there's no entrance. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. Not. How did I manage to mangle? Let's keep going and let's keep moving together. I'm vaguely impressed at myself, but mostly annoyed. Ah, that looks like it. The Narano Ancestral Tomb, I'll bet. Wonder if I've been here. Probably not. Let's save, just in case the vampire is a dick. mean, vampires are usually dicks. This one's a bit better lit than most. That's nice. There's the door out. Here's the door in. No trap. Ah, Bone Walker! Greater Bone Walker! I hate you! Okay, there appears to be dead named characters in here. I wonder if there's a story about them too. Sorry if I got a bit overexcited there. I really don't like Bone Walkers, because now I have to check all of my stats and see which ones got reduced. Not Endurance. Strength! That was it. Strength got reduced. Okay. So I can't use... So I need to drink a potion of Restore Strength. Exclusive. I want the standard or cheap ones first, honestly. Restore Fatigue, Restore... Fortify Health, Restore Intelligence. Standard Restore Strength. Restore Strength 10 points. There we go! Back to that Fist of Rangadolf. Believe that is everything. Doing a quick mental double check. Yep, that's good. Alright, that's where we came in. 2 skeleton champions, I'll bet. Wow, that guy's shield actually took a beating. I wonder... Actually, that was a warrior, not a champion. He was actually pretty tough. Also, even the two-handed weapon-carrying skeletons will have shields. Don't ask me why. The Ransom of Zarek. Pretty cool thing. Note from Bakarak. Oh dear. I bet the vampire killed everyone here. Crates have... What the hell? Okay, I'm going to search the place and then I'm going to read the note, because that might explain what's going on. Ooh! Rusty key into Indarin Tomb. That's interesting. Some gold. Heavy leather boots. I think that's just randomly generated. Key to Norano chest. I'm glad I have a key. I bet there's ghosts on the other side of that door. Yep, I'm not going to try and activate it, because... Well, yeah. Small chest had a amulet of... I have one of those. No, it's not an amulet of I have one of those. It's an amulet of light. Just grumpy. Anyway, note from Bakarak. Morris, you boys better clear out. Our position was given away and we were raided by that bastard Goris. Hey, Goris the Maggot Lord. That's who I killed. We sent a small band of the dead to draw us and wipe out all but Leuven. He was able to make it back here to nail us to warn us. The snitch is Leuven. Sending Ursine. She will deliver a key so you can gain entry into the rendezvous point. Hey, Ursine. So what's the name of that key? Because I think we found a minor, not actual quest, but like secondary quest? It was like Indarin Tomb. That was it. I want to look that up because I don't. Because this is interesting. This is something. God damn it! I keep doing this. Okay, it's just poison. I don't care. I can wait for it to wear off because I have a ton of health. It does 1 point of damage and I have 214 points of health. I am not worried. Okay, it's actually lasting long enough. I'm getting slightly annoyed with waiting because I'm not very patient, so... Potion of Cure Poison, please! May actually want to learn a spell for that. The restoration spells of that vein are actually pretty simple, usually. Ancestral Ghost, and a Vampire. Vampire is called Calvario. You always want to take Vampire Dust because it's 0.1 weight for 500 gold. I believe if you eat it and you don't have, you know, ultimate disease resistance like I do. Well, like anyone does at the level of once they get Corpus going. Then you can eat it for vampirism. Gah. Why is that so hard for my brain to parse? Whatever. Now, before we get out of the tomb, I'd like to show you something. We're going to the Zainab camp to get named Neravarine. If they screw us, However, I really want to get down to Tel Bernora for a very, very, very valuable side quest. Like, it's probably one of the most valuable in the game. Either for selling if you're not a heavy armor build, or for incredible equipment if you are a heavy armor build. Seriously. Amazing. Very well enchanted heavy armor there. Not the best combat enchanted heavy armor, but it's very good for most purposes. not the absolute best you could make. Like, if you get 100 enchanting and the baseline bits of kit, you can, in fact, make something better, I believe, but it would be very difficult. Anyway, the Arabenimson Morrowind names are around. Now, actually, I should take that note, because that way I can remember the quest a bit better. Also, there's a bottle on the table. I should probably reread that note, just to make sure that it doesn't mention directions. Oh, note from Bakarik. Okay, so it doesn't tell anything, I just know it's Indaran Tomb. So if I find Indaran Tomb, and I remember this place, which is kind of the issue, we'll be good. Back to my sword, because I'm better with the sword than I am with the spear. I will, however, be maxing out my sword very soon. Not like because of any sort of, oh, I'm gonna get a huge skill up here or something. No, it's because I've got 97 long blade skill. So, yeah. Ku left Ruin and Zainab Camp. And a rather unexpected loading screen thing. Kill that on the grounds that it looks annoying. Also, it's probably part of what's causing this bloody music. Seriously, I love it, but it gets repetitive after a long time, you know? I think that's because I'm used to playing in very long sessions that are only every so often, like maybe once a week, and I'd play for like 5 hours straight. But 5 hours every once a week would probably not be really fun to watch. Really long videos are kind of boring. Like, it's hard to just sustain commentary that long, except from, oh, that's neat. You know? That honestly looks like somewhere that should be a thing. There's a little dip in the ground and there's rocks around it, which says that something's hidden to me. Maybe it's just my natural knowledge of how devs hide things in these games, since I've played a lot of Bethesda games. I actually considered putting Fallout 3 and 4 on, only Fallout 4 tends to crash a lot for me due to my system having some actually fairly old RAM. But this isn't really a video about talking about like hardware specs or anything. Now this is a video about, we just killed a vampire pretty easily. You know, for such a bat group that claims to be a bunch of badasses, like, it's really annoying how, well, small, I guess, would be a good way to put it.
I'm listening.
No, not small. How little, how many gribbles there are around. Trade goods wanted. Basically, they want, in general, talking to the wise woman is a good idea. She often knows what's going on much more than anyone else, and she's generally much less of an egotistical git. At least this Ashcan is a reasonably friendly egotistical git, if that makes sense.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
Yep. Well, he's got an ego. Problem is, the Telvanni have bigger egos, because they're wizards. They have towers and stuff. Also, I'm pretty sure one of them could burn this entire camp to the ground with minimal issues. Wise woman, please. Please tell. And this is why I have kept a certain item around for a very long time. Even though I don't do much bartering. Right, I do a lot, because that's generally just good practice, but, yeah. So she wants us to go to Tel Arum.
Wealth beyond measure out of...
Yeah, this is kind of skeeve. I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, Deather is doing some bad shit. We'll find out how much bad shit later, but have faith in me when I say that there is a fairly significant argument that pretty much anything would be better than what he can put out. Seriously. Asshole. So let's go to the Abramisum. They're supposed to be aggressive and dickish, so I bet... In fact, if memory serves... Actually, you know, let's not spoil, or at least attempt to spoil this. If my memory serves, this is one of the ones that gets you a fair few interesting minor magic items. Mostly light armor, though, because the Ashlanders don't really do heavy armor. They're mostly a light armor and spears type. Might be some sort of weird commentary I can make there, but yeah. Have I... Oh, this is another tomb. Have I been to the Erlin Ancestral tomb? Doesn't look like it. Well. Let's get in here. Level 10 lock. Discern. And who the hell are you? Vampire. Oh, did I just wander into another vampire nest? I just wandered into another vampire nest. That's actually pretty good for me. Then again, the last group of vampires I met had very high value clothes, and these don't. That might just be different. Ah! Yeah, I'm not reading Pala. I know what's in there, and... it's not skeevy so much as just disturbing, you know? It's just... viscerally... Ow! Resisted magic, thank Armok. For an exquisite amulet. Ugh. I'm supposed to be thank the Tribunal. I guess I play too much Dwarf Fortress. I'm certain that's heritage for some people. Oh, vampire! Goodbye, vampire! Wow, I don't think he didn't even see me coming. Okay, let's open the trapped door. Well, untrap it first, obviously. I have been a bit bad about disarming traps with my face. Which is a valid option if you're a very durable build like I am. But, you know, just because it's a valid option doesn't mean it's a good one, you know? I probably used, you know, far too much in that sentence. Asham and some chests. This chest is also trapped. That was not worth the lockpick durability. I'm sorry, that was not worth the lockpick durability. I see vampire dust. That's actually pretty... I'm taking all the stuff I can because, as I said, it's quite valuable for its weight. 500 gold, 0.1 weight is really good. That's actually a pretty decent lock. Too bad I have more than enough lockpicks to break this open. Come on. Come on, game. It's boring for the viewers to watch. Thank you. You can play at the game. It will do things for you. Die! Also, vampires have a kind of neat reverb in their voice. You may have noticed when they shout, when that lady shouted "die" at me. I believe that was a high elf vampire. Any race can become a vampire. I believe they're even Khajiit vampires, but I have not seen one in this game yet. However, there is a racial bias in this game towards Dunmer in general random spawns most of the time because there's more, because, you know, this is their homeland, there's going to be a lot of them around. So, it's not completely random which, you know, group they are. It is weighted. Not heavily weighted, though. Okay, and that is a thing. Okay, is this a hostile Yep, that's a hostile Owlet, not a Guar. Guar have a more rounded head. Owlet have fangs and stuff. Guar honestly look like they gum you stuff. Oh, you're bandits. I thought you were people I could talk to. But, nope. Also, Altenbrand's running low on charge. This will happen with your enchanted weapons if you don't have more than one or don't like to spam soul gems. But, yeah. Bit dark in here. Hackle low. Gimme. Eggs, don't care. Eggs, don't care. Scuttle, gimme. Small chest with a lock. 10 gold. I honestly value the XP more than the gold at this point, and I'm rooting on the general principle I want to stay in the habit, because sometimes you can find very nice things. I don't want to lose the habit of loot. Red lichen is good. Not as good as, vampire dust, but I think vampire dust is per weight the best alchemy ingredient in the game. Also, they are cooking hound meat. That's a nice detail. And a basket full of bread. I can't imagine how annoying that was to place in Morrowind's engine. Then again, it probably wouldn't go flying everywhere like things do in Skyrim and Oblivion's physics engine when you try and place them. Man, another ancestral tomb? This place is just chock full of ancestral tombs. I'm probably going to title the video something about ancestral tombs at this rate. We haven't even gotten to the last Ashlander tribe that I don't want to pronounce the name of again. Steel longbow, not bad. An urn. Urns always just have bone meal. At least I'm like 90% sure they do. Quality restore luck is pretty good. This luck is actually a pretty useful stat. It affects combat both in dodging and attacking. And chance of resisting stuff. That's just a common amulet. I don't care. Is that a gem? That's a pearl. It wasn't even a cursed pearl. Yeah, sometimes you want to look carefully at these. They can't have things hidden in them. I've probably missed some even. Because they're usually very bad. But sometimes they are not bad. An iron tower shield, a steel war axe. Both somehow in perfect condition, despite the fact that this guy has clearly been there for a while. They're not long enough to stop the fly buzzing noise, but that may just be because all corpses make the fly buzzing noise. I guess Morrowind has really stubborn flies? Can flies eat bone? I don't think they can eat bone. They're usually in meat. Maybe there's some scraps of meat left on the skeleton that we just can't see because old game. Oh, there's another skeleton champion. The same usual drops. Bone Lord, not even a soul gem. Not that I would take the soul gem, but really. Let's see. Nordic fur light bracers. Pretty terrible light armor. Better than nothing, obviously, but, A, I'm in heavy armor. B, my armbands are freaking artifact tier. Ow! I didn't look at the trap. I did not look at the trap. I should have looked at the trap. That was not worth activating a trap. Ow! And grumble. And there's something on the other side of this door, so... I'm also considering turning the difficulty level up again. If it weren't for the fact that I know what's going to happen in Tribunal. Sorry. Some things from that from that expansion stuck a little in my brain. Not so much traumatized as maybe very... Honestly, I'm kind of anticipating Tribunal. Because there's really neat stuff in it, but the fights are nails. Okay, I'm going to adjust my glasses. What the hell? There's just an exclusive potion in an urn back here? What's the catch? Man, this is a poor tomb. Minor bits of light armor. The chests were completely empty. Not sure what that lantern's doing there, though. I can't even pick it up. Actually, let's see if it's actually an item that's just been weirdly modeled. Static. Yep, it's a static lantern. That means it can't be picked up. I wasn't just suffering a glitch. Wait, is that a thing? A lockpick! I'll take you. Nearly missed that. This is not quite as much of a waste as I thought it was. Steel staff. Eh. Wait, is that another thing? No, that is just the lantern's light causing weird shadows, because old game. No, I went down there. That's where I got the frost trap smacked into my face. Like a weirdo. Right. Sorry about that, just checking the clock. Alright, let's get back to moving towards the Ashlanders whose camp name starts with an E. No, I'm not giving the proper name. Dispose of your corpse. I believe blighted and diseased enemies have higher chances of dropping you their meat or other resources, and might even drop more resources flat out. But I both have not checked the drop tables, nor are they really valuable enough for me to do some sort of statistical analysis on, because really, they're just not very useful. Like, I think they might be useful for potions if you're really good at potions, but potions are just really broken. I know I said near the beginning of this LP I would experiment with them and show them off, but frankly, until you get to really high-end potions, it's very boring and mostly involves checking the wiki if you want to make anything in any decent amount of time. Hello, that is thing. That is tomb. Tombs should always be rated. Because while usually they have crap in them... Oh my god, this isn't a tomb, this is a place of Daedra! I'll take your heart out. Also, glass poison sword, pretty good. Ebony shield, also pretty good. Good for selling, good for using. Neither are something I'm going to take. And Dulays! I definitely haven't been here, because I would have remembered a golden saint. They're pretty memorable. Door. Not locked. Frost Atronach! Oh dear, something else shot at me. Flame Atronach. No, not Flame Atronach. Dremora or Dremora Lord, kind of hard to tell in this darkness. Dremora Lord. It's dead. It had a Dwarven Claymore and some decent spells. You had some Frost Salts. I'll take your Frost Salts. Using Spear for more light. I'm gonna be so happy when I get the item that lets me just not have to swap weapons all the frickin' time. Scamp. Man, that scamp didn't even have any skin. I mean, yeah, I know that it's probably... Ooh, gold. And one of the sermons, Sermon 10. Do I have Sermon 10? Or is this a new one? I have 1, 32, 16, 15, 12. And Sermon 10 is the Short Blade Sermon. Also, speaking of the sermons, I mentioned last video that there was Sermon 37 written for the expansion to Elder Scrolls Online. However, I did not actually link it in the description like I intended to. So at the bottom of this video, not the bottom of this video, in the description of this video, you will find a link to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages that has a copy of it. Or you can just go play the game a bunch and get it that way, but this urn is in a very important looking place, and yet it has just bone meal. Was the urn someone really important? Comberry, bone meal. Common robe. I guess this was just a really important guy then. Is that a thing? Okay, magical floating bone? Huh. Is there another route that I just missed, like a derp? Hey, that's the thing. That is a common ring. I do not care. Common rings are terrible. You might want to grab them and sell them very early in the game, but that's it. A lot of the early game is about making money, and a lot of the late game is about figuring out how the hell you're going to spend all your damn money. I was hoping for more Golden Saints, though, because their randomly spawned shields can include a Daedric Tower shield. I believe I already mentioned this, but it is the best shield outside artifacts in the game. There is an artifact shield with a very powerful enchantment I want, though. The name of that shield is Eidolon's Ward. Possibly Ward. Which way you pronounce it depends on where you're from. Because the English language. Steam cracks up from the ground. I'm not sure why these are actual items that you can interact with. Like, try to interact with this space and stuff. Like, why? I don't remember ever doing anything with lava vents. Then again, I don't remember a lot of these tombs in much detail, so... may not be so much these things are useless as as I just forgot them. Or never went there, because while I played a ton of Morrowind, I have not seen all of it. If there's someone who has seen all of Morrowind, they've been doing this for a long time. Saying it like that even made me yawn. Alright. My health is 214, 214. Ah, finally, the nice music. Yep, there's open exposed lava near the E-thingy camp. I'm going to call them the E-thingy from now on, because that name... The Zainab I can do, the Shakalu I can do, the Ashmamu I can do, the E-thingy, no. Oh, papers! That's odd. Just a bunch of brief pages? There has to be something going on there, but I don't know what off the top of my head. Might look it up in between videos. I thought that was a dead person that might have done that, but no. Whoa! Another page! Let's keep going this way then. I bet this one's blighted. No, it's just a normal one. Another page. I found a breadcrumb trail. E-thingy camp is delayed until I figure out what the hell this breadcrumb trail goes. And the last one around here. Ah, there's another one. Oh! Go away, rat. Or...
Summoned by
Are you the thing the breadcrumb trail is leading towards? Or... are you just on the way of the breadcrumb trail? Let's wander off this bit a bit. If we see another page, I'm probably on the right path. If I don't, then something's gone off. Oh. Blighted Allet. Don't care. Will my spear help me see in this blight storm? It lightens it up a little. I guess I'll use it. Yep, another page. Just in my glasses again. Rocks that way. Is there another page this way? Let's take it. Yep. Might be multiple breadcrumb trails leading to that Argonian, but it's interesting. Like, I legitimately have my curiosity piqued because I don't remember this. like the sort of thing, you know, I'd remember, because this is actually pretty interesting. Another beast. Let's see, would it be this way? Doesn't look like it. Or is that? Nope, that's just a tree bit. Would it go this way? I'm getting closer. There's a fire over there. And there's a corpse. Freshly made. 14 pages of this breadcrumb trail on the ground. I got 15. Are you too hostile? Yeah. So you're Malibinu or whatever it's called, who are not trying to murder me, which is strange. Whatever, I'm not going to complain.
No, I don't think so.
Who the hell are you? I do not leave until these outcast Ibraminum sum have been dealt with. What the hell? I don't actually know the strength rating of an Ogrim. Maybe I should... Next time I see an Ogrim, I'll use Get Strength on it. Show you guys it off. Show it off for you guys. You get my point. Ah, I bet this guy is the...
What is it, peasant?
The... Ah! Yeah, this is an Imperial cult quest.
I'm sure I don't know how to find it.
And it was near the Brahmin Sum camp, and he mentioned outcast of Brahmin Sum, so these are probably dicks even by Brahmin Sum standards. You can probably talk them down. A lot of temple quests have you talking, but hey. And I could just murder them right now, but I don't really care about them one way or the other, frankly. Not dangerous enough to be a fun fight. They don't look rich enough to have any good loot. The man might have some, but, you know, he's clearly not someone you're supposed to murder, and if I ever decide to show off the Imperial Temple quests, I don't want to, you know, have murdered one of the quest parts. That would be really shit. Also, I really hate blight storms. Yuck. Dispose of this corpse. Heal up a bit. Is that the camp? I'm getting close to the camp, at least. This isn't the camp, but it is a thing. The Marin Ancestral Tomb. Let's save and see what's in here. Oh, wait. Sorry. Why is it caps lock? Is my caps lock on? No. It's a surprisingly short amount of time. Hopefully the wall clock isn't buggered. That'd be really annoying if this turns out to be a lot longer than it should be. At least these aren't named dead bodies, so they're probably not part of that quest. Oh here. Which means this is probably just a random tomb. Which means there's not going to be anything super interesting, but there might be some potions. And I want a lot of potions for later in the game. Well, you don't really need a lot of potions for the base game. The expansions are much harder, but, you know, you're expected to do them after you know, beat the base game. You become Nerevarine, you become a Hortator, you deal with all the bad shit going on. That sort of stuff. And a few other optional objectives. Okay, either of these urns labeled specially? No, and they just have ash as usual. Not even ash, bone meal. I don't know why I checked those doors. Well, you're at least XP for my long blade and XP for my armor as a side benefit. Cure paralysis. Yes, please. Paralysis can cause you to lock into the ground, to collapse, lock into the ground, and not come out. Which is buggy as shit. And really annoying when it happens. Burden. I don't want a potion of burden. Burden potions will just weigh me down. So, yeah. Like, they will literally weigh you down. They will increase your carry weight when you drink them. So you're carrying more weight, and I don't think there's any reason to do that, like, whatsoever. Use up the lockpick. Let's see what's through this door. Another skeleton! This place must have had a lot of dead badasses in the past. These are all champions. Heavy leather boots. I think that's a guaranteed spawn, going by the fact that they're out in the wild, as it were. Sermon 6, which is Armorer! Let's take that. Have I got... No, I need Sermon 2 to do another reading. This rate, I'm going to get Sermon 2 as the last sermon, and then you guys will be subjected to a whole video of me reading. So I am going to read these. On video. I promise. I just want to get them all, because, you know, they do link together. Not literally, of course. They're not Gatai books. But hey. Chest with 2 axes. Why? I mean, it's random loot, so I suppose it does make sense. Random shit can get weird. You have a magical hat! Wait, is this where Ah! I thought I remembered this man! Now, it says down there that I just broke the game. I didn't. This is a glitch in the game, where it thinks this man, Crazy Bateau, is important for the quest. The main quest. He is not. I repeat, he is not. This was not just a random dungeon. It was, I guess, in development, important for the main quest. However, it no longer is. Do not worry about that. Nah. Oh, gold coin. He also has a pretty nice unique item, the Bloodworm Helm, which turns undead and summons skeletal minions. Basically means all other undead run away! Here, my undead! Go kill things! Mwahahaha! He probably would go mwahahaha too, because he's crazy. Because, you know, name, Crazy Bateau. He's literally in his name. Also, for some reason, all weapons you find in tombs are in perfect condition. Don't ask why, because I don't know. I'm just gonna chalk it up to magical bullshit. So that's pretty good. Yeah, what at? Healing up. Healing up. Because you can always use more health. So have I gone all the places in here? Yep. Just wanted to make a double check to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, this used to be a story dungeon in development, and they didn't quite pick out all the tags. Don't worry, I haven't broken anything. And even if I have, I do have a save right before going in, so hey. Hell, there's even a way if you kill one specific character to even get around that bit. Okay. Also, something to note when you're...
Watch your back.
What? I haven't done anything to the clan, you waddick.
I know you. Yes,
Wow, they're all dicks. Let's find the Wise Woman's Yurt. The Wise Woman is generally who you want to go to when the clan is having issues. Wise Woman's Yurt. Hello. Hanamu. Alright. Peace, loving, and Bramisum. Ahaz, Ranabi, and Asha'ani. Yeah, they basically went, oh, we're so badass. None of you are a threat. Alright. Ahaz, Renabi, and Ashu Ahe. Now, when I first played through this, I thought this was a double plot. Like, they'd go, oh, they're really the good guys, and they would have named you if you were just a badass enough. Just badass enough, not just a badass enough. Grammar. Anyway.
Wealth beyond measure.
Masarapo wasn't one of them. Hanamu was, I believe. No, Hanamu was the one I want to be nice to. Renabi was not. Also, all of these have minor magic items. Yep. It's an old stone place called Tusenend. That is where we send Outlanders when we are tired of listening to them. Let's talk to him about Outlanders a bunch and make him hate me. See if he'll attack me, just outright.
Sure.
Can I taunt you into, you know, attacking? The more they hate you, the lower the chance of taunting, which makes no sense, but whatever. Perhaps I need to speak to the peace-loving one. I remember there's a way to just challenge them and not, you know, go to everyone going, oh god, you're evil! You murdered one of our friends! Also, these two are actually legitimately fairly badass. So if you're not, you know, kind of overgeared like I am. Yeah. Yep, he's a herder. Click on the camp. Why did it make the click noise and not actually do anything? Ah!
I'm listening. Go ahead.
So I talked to him about Gula Khan. Did that unlock Gula Khan with other people? Sometimes the chain of talking can be a little weird.
Let's do some business, shall we?
Also, this is the trader. He's not hostile, or, you know, generally an arse like some of the others are. So let's sell him my garbage. Here, buy random alchemical ingredients. I mean, actually, is it universal that all of the Ashlanders have issues? Because I remember that the wise woman in the Zainab camp said, we're not too good with potions, but is that just a Zainab thing, or is that a all Ashlanders thing? Okay, yeah. Come on! Come on, I want one more gold out of it. Fine. You don't even have anything to say about the Naravarine, do you? Oh, you do.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I don't actually remember if people get angry when you kill the Gula Khans. Let's see if I can taunt him into attacking me. Taunt failed, don't you have better things to do? Taunt success, shut up and draw! There we go!
You have business here.
I hope your sword is as sharp as your tongue. Come on, stab me already! Okay, I'm going to save because I don't actually remember if they'll attack you if you attack first. If the other guys will attack you if you attack first. If this doesn't work, I'll just reload the save. That's a good way to test things in Morrowind. They all have enchanted items. You want to take these enchanted items. Also, most of them have some pretty decent potions. Like, not great, but eh. Okay. Random people won't try and kill me. Okay. You're another one of the Abramisum.
You in.
I don't remember which one of these is actually wanted by the guy, because you can give that guy Dash Can some of these things. I don't remember which. So I'm gonna take them all, because they're not too heavy. Yep. Yep. So that was one of the things he wanted. I don't think Mountain Spirit was one.
Outlander, what do you want?
He's kind of depressed. You may have noticed. Kind of depressing to talk to, honestly. There's something in Ashuashi's yurt that I missed, because I got the robe of Erudon the Wise. Is there something in here that I've missed? Not taking the gold on the grounds that it might be considered stealing. It seems that killing is somewhat acceptable for the ones who aren't part of the war-loving Abramisum faction. I'm guessing there's a faction thing going on there. But before I go in here, I'd like to fix myself up. So, you know the drill. Hey, an armor skill up. Nice. Yeah, I repaired some of the stuff that I was going to give away, but hey, it's more armor skill training, you know? More strong! I forget, do both of them attack you at once? Ah, it's the one that are like Saint kills Heart of Fire and the like that are the enchanted things you need to give him, like. And the War Axe of Arayan Amu, which is actually a pretty good weapon. Don't get me wrong. If you want to keep, I think you can do it with just 2 of the artifacts, but I'm going to give him them all because I don't want any of them. If you're an axe user, you can probably just want to give him Saint kills Heart of Fire and make the speech. And the other thing. What Manari says. Want to be Ashcan. Give Saint kills Heart of Fire. Yep. I have the season of the Brammer. Nope, I am very happy. Just wanted to see what that said. Now let's find the season of the... Actually, I'll have a unique look, so I can probably find it pretty easy. I got Saint Kills Heart of Fire back. Do I keep the axe, too? Not the gold axe, but... Why did I keep Saint Kills Heart of Fire? That's weird. Whatever, no complaints. It's a neat item. Not a very strong one, it's just fortifying willpower, but it's a neat item, you know? The Amusa, Gamble Putty, which I need to go put in a box at some point.
Yes, Outlander.
What the hell? Seems to be sorted... Imberhand. Is the season of the Abramum Summit... Did I not receive it? Oh, I need to go to the Wise Woman. I need to read things more carefully, because I was really worried that I have to reload the quest and kill people again, because that would get very repetitive and look kind of boring on video, you know? Alright. Peace-loving Abramumsum, is that what I talked about? Council? Hanamu? That's a lot of things. Yep. Yep, Never-Ending Prophecies. Season of the Abramumsum. Thank you. I was really worried there for a moment. I had forgotten that she gives it to you, which is kind of unusual. It is a belt that gives you a very long-range telekinesis. Telekinesis is actually pretty good for sneaky characters. Because I think it's a belt. Let's make sure. Yep, it's a belt. I'm still wearing my rings. I'm still wearing my amulet. And it unequipped the Belt of Heartfire. I think it did. Yep, it did. Excuse me.
May I help you?
So yeah, now if I want to, I can cast telekinesis at will. Now, next episode, we are not going to go and do the Zainab camp thing. We are going to go to Tel Brenora. This is to, quite simply, get that side quest I mentioned done, because I really want to get it done. It will involve a good bit of walking around, but I do want to do this. This is a very, very, very valuable side quest. Like, seriously, I don't think it's possible to overstate how highly I value this side quest. It is absolutely hilariously, insanely good. That being said, there is an issue with the side quest if you are part of the temple. Or unless you're a very good pickpocket. If you're a very good pickpocket, you can in fact do this even as a member of the temple. So you need to get an item off of someone in the temple. While they're in a recently isolated area, well, your options are either to kill them or pickpocket them. And, 6 sneak. Oh! Golden Saint. Where'd you come from? Whatever, I'm taking your heart. And an ebony longsword, too. Pretty decent. Not what I'm going to eat. Not something I'm going to take. Because I have, Elton Brand. Oh. And a skeleton. Let's explore this tomb as the end of the video. I don't think I'm overflowing the time. God damn, I really need to find a way to check the time without alt-tabbing out, because if you alt-tab out of Morrowind, at least on my current setup, it just crashes Morrowind flat out. Alas, Ancestral Tomb. That's probably a joke. Ah! Ogrim! 100! No wonder they said Ogrim's strength about Sujamma. Sujamma gives you plus 30 strength, which is pretty good. It's not directly literal, of course. Also, Steel Spear here. Corpse with some minor loot on it. It's quasi-randomly generated. Also, Ogrim are really fat and have trouble fitting through doorways. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're strong as all hell. They're like that fat, strong guy that's in a bunch of fiction. Like, if you ever read Asterix and Obelix, if you don't, I strongly suggest you try and find a copy somewhere. And not in the original French. Unless you speak French, or, well, read French, really. Because it is a very, very silly comic. People may joke about, may make a bunch of jokes about cheese and surrender and stuff for the French, but they do know how to make damn good webcomics. It's something that I will defend to the death for them. Other things you can debate on era and stuff, but that is a very good comic. I don't know why I call it a webcomic. A Rusty Dagger with a unique name. That says suspicious as hell to me. Varner Hilaris's corpse. Okay, I think I wandered into another quest dungeon, guys. Again, I seem to have a habit of doing that this episode. Cave in. Completely useless to me. Withershins! I've read that. Fortify luck. That's pretty good. Luck's important. I thought that was a helmet. Wanted to show it off if it was, because you can find little hidden things pretty easily in this game. Well, not easily. Need to adapt to certain kind of paranoia. Hunger! Boost damage your weapon and armor. If they can get spells off. Not too much, but it can get annoying, especially if you're bad at armor. Whatever I found was supposed to be the final loot of the dungeon. Although the scrib jelly is decent, so I'm not going to be too grumpy if this has, like, nothing. Besides, it has a Daedra heart. That's good coin. Yes, I believe this is where I'll leave it off. Next time, we will be making the rest of the trip to Tal Brenora. We've gotten about quarter of the way there. There's no boat there, I think. This is because the person at Tal Brenora that I want to talk to, who's also the leader, is a complete and utter nut. Like, sometimes wizards go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but this lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Seriously, completely nuts. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, leave them below, or to the links in the... Go away. To the links to Space Miles with Sufficient Velocity in the description. I am always open to new things. So goodbye for now.